I don't know what really happened. I saw clips, but I don't think it's a good time to pay someone to come someplace so that you could tape them without their shirt on behind a door.
Hold on, what is he putting on? Is that? Oh
yes.
Shit, hold on. He putting on some shit to make him skinny. Hey yo, look, hold on, you fat bastard. You gotta put some shit on to make him skinny. Oh shit, tuck his waist in.
When you called me and said that Kevin Hart was bothering you and he teased you too much, I said, he knows you're with me. And the next time I saw him, I got at him.
Yo, Cam, if he ever bothers you again, look at these Uggs right now. Don't you ever put pressure on anybody in my crew again. When you wearing these Uggs, you got on Uggs. Cam, you see him? You see him? Cam, you see him? Don't play with me.
Cam, I dare you to ask Dan.
And his breath stink bad right now. Ask his girl how bad his breath stink right now. This nigga eating mayonnaise gum. I don't know what's going on.
If no one teased you around you,
tilted brim, what's my motherfucking name?
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Cam, you beefing with Omar Epps. No, I'm sorry. Omar, what's his name?
Gooding?
Yeah, Omar Gooden.
Much respect, Dame, but don't help. Don't help, Dame, don't. Man called me every Omar but Gooden. Just
You're rapping. You have a rap battle with Omar Epps. He's calling with Omar. What's his face? What's his name? Gooden.
Mr. Dash. My man said, what's his name again? You sure that's his name? It ain't Epps. You sure it ain't Epps? You sure? Omar who? That's what we talk about? Oh no, yeah, no.
On your behalf, he's still mad at me over that. For me, if you have something to say, you don't go on a television show and speak on it. You give them the respect of calling them.
Me and Dame got to an argument one time. I said, yo, we was going back and forth about some shit. Oh yeah, it was about Kanye house. He said, yeah, I just left Kanye house. He got horse shit. You got dog shit in your house. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, what's this about? Yeah, I'm just saying you ain't getting it like that. I'm like, dang, where are we going with this? He's talking about, I'm just saying, nigga, it took me 35 minutes from the driveway to get up to his house. I said, oh, dang, all right, no problem. He said, you live in a little house. I said, Dave, you never been to all my houses. I said, Dave, my crib in Florida is 9,000 square feet. Oh, that's still little. That's a little house. 9,000 square, okay. Out of here, you ain't doing this, doing that. I said, Dave, I own all my houses. You don't own any of your houses. He said, yeah, who want to own a house in a recession? I said, that's the time to own them.
Anyone can sound articulate and tough or confident when no one's there to challenge them. I just wish that we could have a conversation so that the things that you're saying so confidently, I could give you the right advice about your perspective on them. Like, I would never think that the Cam I knew would use his platform to sit with his old ops and talk about his brothers. Also, you're talking to Memphis Bleak on your platform about the presidency of Rockefeller. Number one, there was the vice presidency that we spoke about. But all we did was have a conversation between someone that I respected to be able to have a real conversation with. Until I got to talk to the rest of my crew about it, it's just called talking ideas. Where I'm from, it's not thorough to have a really private conversation and go to the radio and tell everybody before everyone else knows.
So Bleak, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Cause I felt the little tension or whatever. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, I announced it, J. Cho, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Rockefeller.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it
went
left.
That's why I was like, what? What just happened? Like I f with homie, he doing his thing, but the president of Rockefeller? Are you kidding me?
And now you're saying something about the presidency, which is not true. Sitting with people that you used to disrespect daily, at least that's what I used to see, laughing about the fact that you misspoke, not caring about how much damage that caused to Rockefeller. Memphis Bleak told you that started everything. That's not some Harlem shit. That's some young shit. So now that I'm seeing how you're laughing at it, I'm wondering if you did it on purpose. And then you attacked my art.
Dame got a movie called Honor Up. He's shooting it on 125th and 12th Avenue. I tell him I'm about to go to Jersey. Yo, stop by the set real quick. Stop by the set, show some love real quick. It's like 3 degrees outside. I'm like, I bet. All right, I'll stop by for a minute. Get over there. I'm telling everybody what's up, we freezing. I'm with Juju, mind you. Juju was my girl at the time, with Juju. Me and Juju freezing. Hey, what's up, everybody? Now I go in the trailer. So we go in the trailer till Dame finish shooting the scene. Dame comes over, yo, get Cam a fur. You in the next scene, Cam. Get a fur. Hold the fuck on. Get a fur. Nah, I just came support. Nah, I need you to do this scene. I need you to do this scene. Dame, I didn't come here and do no scene. Oh, Juju here? Get Juju a fur. Get a fur. Both of them, they gonna put them in the nigga scene, the bitch scene. I said, Dame, I don't wanna be in this movie. Oh, you gonna do me like that? Pause. That's what you gonna do? Word, you serious? Now the guilt trips on me. All I want you to do is one little scene. Fine, Dame. Fine. Now, Juju, you know how you look. Juju looking at me. You know how you look at when you with somebody. You looking like you in the movie. In the movie, I don't want to be in the. I didn't know I was gonna be in a movie. Me with this nigga. Now Juju got to go do a scene with the fur on and everything. We was planning on going home and just chilling. Now we in the scene. It's no lines. Yo, just talk and figure it out, everybody. Just talk some shit. Just figure it out. Now we sitting there acting like we talking. I'm cold. Juju got to do her scene. We go back to the trailer. We trying to rush out of there. Before we get out of here, we did this scene for this movie. We have no idea what the movie's about, nothing. Dame like, yo, tomorrow I need you in Peekskill. No. Dame, no. No, I'm not coming to Peekskill. I need you to, yo, how you gonna do this scene? And I need you, man, you gonna f the movie up if you don't come do the scene in Peekskill. That's crazy. Dang, come on, kid, it's a 50-minute ride up there, yo, just. Now the next day, he calling me 6 in the morning. Yo, we shooting in 2-3 hours. Come on, get up here. Me and Juju in the hotel like, what? How did we get hit to Peekskill? We don't have no lines again. Yo, just talk some shit. These my bars. I'm in this spitting freestyle and there's no lines. Stacey Dash is in the movie. Stacey Dash turned around and said, you don't know what the hell you're doing, do you? So Dame is shooting the movie. Scene 1, he's shooting it in scene 1 location. Scene 2, he's shooting in scene 2 location. Scene 3, he's shooting scene 3. And I like Dame and don't go like that. If scene 1, scene 10, scene 27, scene 32 is all in this one location, you shoot them all here. You don't shoot scene 1 and then gotta go 9 other places and come back on scene 10 to shoot scene 1. You're wasting money. Yeah. And then when the movie over, he spent $1 million. I said, Dame, you have to spend that much. He said, yeah, you're right, but I had to learn my way. I said, okay, fine. You know what, you're right. I don't like Honor Up. I'm being honest with you. I don't like the movie. I don't like it. That's why I ain't promote it. You know why I ain't promote it? Because I was in Dame house, I seen it 900 times. He did mad edits on the movie. The nigga Flow Money, shout out to Flow Money, he from Harlem. Flow Money's a cop, he's locking somebody up in the Then when they get to jail, he's a prisoner in the jail. Yo, what the fuck? Bro? Promote it, I'm saving you by not promoting it. Shit was nasty, you my man, I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. All them other niggas who let you go outside like that, they ain't your man. I just had this convo with the Murder, and because Murder, and I'm not saying guaranteed nothing, but Murder got some fire. I'm talking about bars. Murder got some, his songs is ridiculous. He like, this crazy. I said, Murder, this crazy. If it wasn't you, my man, I ain't gonna let you go outside not looking fresh. If your sneakers look crazy, if you got your shirt, the collar ain't right, I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. And that's how I felt with this movie with Dame. So if you didn't see me promote it, I didn't want him outside like that.
You have a show on Revolt. But I'm confused because I spoke to you because you guys called me to buy The Reasonable Doubt or the Rockefeller 8 and offered me like just enough where I wouldn't make any money, but y'all just wanted to f with Jay-Z. I said, I'll do it. because you guys could go, I don't really want to have any parts of it, but you need a plan so we can make some money. I want to edit it. I had $7 million on the table that I never closed, but I was like, just pass the plugs. Pause. Like, if you guys are in a position where you have ads or someone's paying you sponsorship, like, pass it. Oh, I can't do that because of Mase. You blamed it on Mase. You said Mase wouldn't look out. Like, you couldn't do nothing because Mase. That you had to do your own thing because, because of Mase. But, it's funny because Mase is the only one that called me and said, yo, I don't like that shit they do to you. Let me give you a shout out because no one else will. So now I don't even know if it was Mase. But I didn't like that you even threw the man under the bus.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
I was just saying, man, if you good?
Yeah, I'm good,
All right,
man.
so if you good, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My stomach is hurting. This nigga, this nigga here, man.
Yeah.
Wild nigga, man.
Hey.
I know you're mad because I said 50-50 patted you. Why? He didn't pat you on the ass, pause. He patted you on the hips. Either way, my advice to you is don't let another man pat you on your hips. That's advice. And if you do something funny, like let another man smack you on the hip.
So last time me and Dame spoke, he called me and he like, yo, you down with the Pap Club? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Dame? Now I see you with 50. You came in and padded your pockets. What's up with that? I said, pardon me. I said, it wasn't nothing. It was all good. He said, nah, Cam, you can't be down with the Pap Club. That's a Pap. I was just laughing. I said, this Dame is crazy. So he says, yo, you mind if I talk about it? Because me and 50 going through something. I said, I don't care, do whatever you want to do. So he ends up talking about it a couple weeks later, and then it says, yo, Cam letting come up and smack him on the ass. See, it always goes too far. You didn't tell me that on the phone, because I would not okay for you to say that nigga is coming up smacking me on the ass, because nobody's coming up smacking me on the ass. So then I was like, see, this is, what are we doing here? What are we doing? So then I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a little freestyle I shot a video for, and I was like, it's real disappointing when your OG turns snaggletooth in the song. And I had him in the video with his situation. I said, I can't even, I love the nigga too much. I can't even put this out. I felt bad after I shot it. But he's on the internet telling niggas what you do. This is exact words. What you do when a big strong come smack you in the ass. And I'm like, yo.
I saw Snoop Dogg on your show, and he said, what's my motherfucking name? And you sang the girl part. You said, pause. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Killer, what's good, man?
What's good, bro? How you today?
Chilling, man.
It's going down, man.
There's a lot going down, man. Pause.
This isn't the Cam that I thought that I was co-signing. I would never expect you to be this person.
How you doing, man?
What's up? What's going down? What am I missing? What's happening?
What I'm seeing you're doing on your platform is just tearing down other black men.
I'm here to make sure you good, you know?
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, man. I'm good. It sounds like you want to say something. Get this sound. What you got? Some lyrics? What you got? What do you got? Because I have a folder for defensive purposes at all times. It's a folder. I have my folder available.
Yeah, I hope you ready, man.
I don't know what you're up to, but
I'm seeing you sit with your ops and talk about your brothers. OG.
I'm on your team, you know?
Good. You got the pink on today. I see. Both of you, actually. Yeah, so it looks nice, man. I don't know what you up to, but I know you too long to know something's about to happen, but I'm ready.
You talk about them when they're not in the room, and that's just not Harlem shit. You supposed to step to somebody and challenge them in their face. Pause.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, can I ask you some things that, you know?
Good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, how you doing though? How you doing?
I told you I'm fine. I'm still doing fine from 90 seconds ago. I'm still doing great. You know, I know you.
I just want to make sure you're good.
Why wouldn't I be good though? My bad. I was actually looking for the topic.
Now I
was looking for the topic, so now I can focus.
Yeah.
Why would that be good, man? What's going on?
I just want to make sure you well, yo.
No,
That's all.
I'm actually, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Is it people out there that's not well?
I have things that I want to say, and I think I want to talk clearly. So I'm not going to sit here and grit my teeth all day for all that, and I don't care. Get your jokes. But know that right now I'm in my dentist office.
Is it people out there losing their mind?
Yeah. Just making sure we good, you know.
For some reason, people justify like, oh, I'm a journalist now, so I can interview male strippers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's losing their mind? You know?
I used to know. I don't know where everybody is today, you know?
Yeah, you're right. The people from before and the people today.
Yeah.
I ain't know if you talk about the Pirates of the Caribbean.
He won't, like I haven't called him a lot, but when I did call, he doesn't pick up. And I think he's publicly said he doesn't pick up my calls because he can't win this argument with me or, you know, over, I don't know.
I know who you was talking about, man.
That's what I wanted to say, Kim. You gotta chill out, Kim. You gotta chill out, Kim.
Yo, you wild, man.
For my birthday, you gotta chill out, Kim.
You a wild man. Ain't even your birthday month no more. I don't know what to say. You turning into a chatty patty.
Stop the show.
Bro, don't be a chatty patty. Oh man, my bad.
That's why I was asking you, are you okay?
Yeah, I was looking for the topics. I wasn't sure. I didn't make sure I found the topic now.
Yeah.
I kind of was just making sure. Now I understand what's going on. I'm usually not that slow, of course. But yeah, man. I guess I'm all right.
Okay, that's all that matters.
All right.
Okay. Well,
how you good, Chris? How you doing, Chris?
I'm a chatty patty.
No, I was asking, how you doing, Chris? I heard somebody say your name too.
The reason why you're saying you didn't promote Honor Up is because, I don't know, I for the clip I saw, you were saying because I threw you in a scene or you came to visit. We spoke about Honor Up. You did come in the scene. Pause. But we also did a lot, you showed up 3 or 4 times and do a lot of other scenes, which you did. And at the time, you were telling me that you wanted to make sure that Juju was expanding her brand. So I thought I was doing you a favor. And I don't remember any of this, just get in and freestyle and all that. Maybe it might have happened one day, but again, when would I ever come to a video set of yours and not jump in the video? What I do remember is you did show up a couple of times. You were late every time, which fucked up my schedule, so I had to freestyle a lot. But, I still was appreciative. But I put up $1 million. So to put that in perspective, I've heard you talk about you put up $200,000 for your show. I put up $1 million. And now you're going to say the shit was whack. But number one, again, I haven't seen you make a hit record since Rockefeller to the extent that you're doing a different profession. So I'd like to see you make a hit record because this is what I imagined you at this time, not just performing your old versions of your records. But also, I haven't seen you in a hit movie or TV show or anything other than interviewing people since Paid in Full. So you're a person that makes movies a lot. But
welcome back to the spot. Yo, if you thought all that old drama with Dipset, Bad Boy, and The Rock was dead and buried back in the early 2000s, you need to think again. These last few days proved something. When it comes to the OGs of this rap game, the past ain't never really the past. It's just chillin', waiting for the right time to pop back up on the gram and in the blogs. And guess who kicked the door open? None other than Dame Dash, the man who helped build Rockefeller from the ground up, the guy known for not budging an inch and for interviews that always start a fire. He sat down for a long talk, and like always, He had opinions, strong ones, about the game, about owning your SHD, and about some people he used to roll with. But this time, the reply didn't just come from the comment section. It came from two of the most slick-talking, no-filter legends from that same exact era. Straight out of Harlem, Mase and Cam'ron Giles. Yeah, Mase and Cam'ron. And let me tell you, they didn't just hit back. They put on a whole masterclass. A clinic on how to clap back, how to throw shade, and how to break it down with that street-certified commentary that got the whole internet buzzing. Dame might have let the first shot off in his interview, but he was not ready for the volley that came back from the Oh Boy and Harlem World crew. Stay with me while we unpack exactly what Dame was talking about, dig into all that complicated history between these giants, and break down the hilarious, pointed, and straight-up revealing comebacks from Mase and Cam. This is more than just talk. It's about hip-hop legacies, personal history, and the art of winning the argument in public. Let's get into it. First, we gotta set the scene. What did Dame say that got the gas can ready? In his recent interview, we'll link it below, Dame, being Dame, was talking about all kinds of things. He's always been that dude preaching about artists owning their work, and he used that to look back on some stuff from back in the day. The comments that really blew up were about Mase. Quick recap for the young ones. In the late 90s, Mase was one of the biggest rappers alive, signed to Bad Boy. Then he famously dipped out at the top of his game to go preach, which shook up the whole industry. When he came back, all them legal fights with Diddy over his contract and his masters. That's hip-hop history. So Dame, looking back on all that, basically questioned Mase's business sense and his whole story. He was like, Mase always plays the victim about that Bad Boy deal. But maybe he should have been smarter. Maybe he should have actually read what he was signing. He said it with that usual take control vibe he has, but it came off like he was downplaying all the battles Mase had with the industry. Now, here's the important part. Dame Dash and Mase ain't really have no direct, famous beef back in the day. But they moved in the same circles, Harlem, the music biz, that whole shiny suit, big money era. More than anything, Dame's words hit a nerve on something Mase has been screaming about for years, getting free and getting paid. But Dame didn't stop there. He was also talking in general about artists who, in his eyes, do a lot of complaining, but don't really do nothing about it. He wasn't saying Cameron's name, but what he was saying could cover anybody who ever had a public problem with their business. That's just classic Dame. He's gonna divide the room. He's going to stand on his principles, and he's going to say something that gets a reaction. And in 2024, that reaction doesn't start on the radio. It starts on an Instagram Live or a podcast. And that's exactly where our story jumps off. Now, enter the Harlem Commentary Dream Team. Mase and Cam'ron on their crazy popular podcast, It Is What It Is. If you ain't seen the clip that's everywhere, you're missing out. This wasn't some serious, angry reply. This was two seasoned vets, with a lifetime of game and the driest humor ever, taking apart everything Dame said and having fun while they did it. Cam and Mase went straight to what they saw as the biggest problem with Dame's whole argument, where he's at right now. They were laughing at the idea of Dame, who don't own Rockefeller no more, who's had his own public business fights and sell-offs, sitting there giving lectures about ownership and having leverage. They made it sound like he was a general with no soldiers left, still trying to bark orders from an old, dusty playbook. Cam, with that straight-faced delivery of his, was asking questions like, "What you owning right now, though? Where's your leverage at?" It was a reminder that the game changed, and it's hard to talk down from the mountaintop when you ain't even on the mountain no more. This is where it got real spicy. Mase didn't just defend himself on the contract thing. He flipped it. He talked about a time way back when, according to him, Dame Dash himself came to him with a business deal that was whack. He was implying that Dame's brilliance wasn't always so brilliant when it came to the fine print, and maybe the guy in the glass house shouldn't be throwing bricks. This wasn't just "you're wrong." This was "you personally tried to give me a raw deal once." That changes it from a debate to a personal thing. This was the knockout. Mase and Cam started doing this improv comedy bit where they pretended to be Dame Dash in a business meeting. Mase played the hungry artist, and Cam played Dame. In their skit, Dame, Cam, was making all these big, vague promises about ownership and building empires without ever getting specific, while the artist, Mase, kept asking simple, practical questions that got ignored. It was a genius piece of comedy that hit on a real criticism people have. Sometimes that empowerment talk is just talk. They wasn't just arguing, they was performing, and by doing that, they made their point stick way harder and made it way funnier to share. The whole vibe wasn't even mad. It was more like they were amused, almost feeling sorry for him. It was the sound of two guys who've seen every move in the book, heard every line, and ain't about to be schooled by somebody they see as being in the same boat, or maybe even a leakier one. Now, to really get why this little back and forth matters, you gotta look past the jokes. This is about three different kinds of power players, from hip-hop's big money era bumping heads in today's world. Dame Dash is the mogul, the builder, the guy whose whole thing is about equity, ownership, and never being a slave to the system. His legacy is starting Rockefeller with HOV and Biggs. What hurts him is seeing that empire get sold off and split up. His whole brand now is being the guy who tells the hard truth, who saw how the game was rigged, even if he's saying it from the sidelines now. Cam'ron is the street-smart independent. He famously never fully bowed to the major labels after his early days. He built Dipset off pure personality, street buzz, and smart independent hustle. He's the one who showed you could be a culture king without following all the corporate rules. He looks at business sideways with a prove-it-to-me attitude. Mase is the superstar who woke up. He had the classic bad deal at the peak of his fame, walked away from everything, and came back with a lawyer's mindset. His whole second act is about warning other artists about the traps he fell into. He's the guy who got sick and is now telling everybody else how to avoid the virus. So when Dame criticizes Mase's old choices, he's not just criticizing the man. He's criticizing the whole story that Mase is built on now. And when Mase and Cam come back talking about Dame's current situation, they're hitting the foundation of his whole role as a business expert. It's also got roots in that Harlem pride and competition. These are three of the biggest names to ever come out of that one neighborhood. Underneath it all, there's a quiet competition over legacy, respect, and who really did it the right way. This ain't East Coast versus West Coast. This is a debate from one block to another, just on a worldwide screen. So what happens now? Right now, Dame Dash ain't said nothing public back to Mase and Cam. And that says something. The old way would be to do another interview or hit the press. But the new way, the way Mase and Cam just showed, is to use your own platform, your podcast, your live, and answer on your own time, in your own style, which gets you the most attention and the most views. Right now, looks like most people are riding with Mase and Cam. Why? 'Cause their reply was easier to feel. It was funnier, it had that visual bit with the skit, and it came from a place that feels more now. Their podcast is hot right now. They're in the mix every week. That makes their words hit different in today's world of likes and shares. This whole thing shows where the power is in hip-hop now, too. It ain't just about magazine covers or TV shows no more. It's about the platforms you own yourself. Dame used a regular interview to start something. Mase and Cam used their own, super popular podcast to shut it down, and they did it better. They owned the story the second they hit record in their own spot. At the end of the day, this is just another chapter in the book of hip-hop's grown man era. It ain't about violence or who's selling more records. It's about your legacy, your story, and who gets to say what the past really meant. Dame came with criticism based on his principles. Mase and Cam'ron fired back with criticism based on personality, what's happening right now, and some comedic timing you can't teach. Whether you're with one side or the other, or you just like the show, one thing's for sure, the icons from the 90s and 2000s still know how to get all of us looking. They just traded the recording booth and the corner office for the podcast mic. So what do you think? Was Dame spitting facts that people need to hear? Or did Mase and Cam rightfully check his temperature and tell him to sit down? Let me know what's on your mind in the comments. I'm reading all of it. If you like going deep on this with me, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't already, and tap that bell so you know next time we do this. The culture moves fast, but we're here to break it all down for you. Until next time, peace.